ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with new business opportunity every day at 12 o'clock. Today also we have a great business opportunity for all of you into preschool education. But before we'll start discussing the brand and I'll introduce you with the brand, let me just run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, I would request you to keep sharing your questions into the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions post our presentation. So during the brand presentation, you can keep sharing your questions and your thoughts into the Q&A box, and we will answer all your questions live in this webinar. We see some of you raising your hand during the webinar. I request instead of raising your hands, you can leave your questions into the Q&A box so that we can answer all your queries in this webinar itself. Our today's brand is SIS Play. They are the premium play school brand, which is a Gurgaon-based brand. We have Ms. Surabhi Mittal here, who's the co-founder of SIS Play, who has joined us here on this platform today to tell you more about the brand and about the business opportunity they have into market. Along with Ms. Surabhi, we have Mr. Ashok Kumar, who is a senior consultant, who will be helping you in understanding the commercials and the payment breakup. We have Mr. Hitesh, whom we get in touch with you post this webinar as he's leading this brand into India market. And he will connect with you for one-to-one discussion and take the conversation forward with Ms. Surabhi. I would like to welcome all the panelists who have joined us here on this panel. And I would request now Ms. Surabhi to take the lead and introduce our participants with your brand and about the opportunities you are sharing into India market with your brand. Over to you, Surabhi.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha. Hello, everybody. Namaste. Welcome to SIS Play, where your minds are nurtured and inspired to flourish in an environment designed for holistic growth and exploration. I am Surabhi Mittal, founder of SIS Play, Gurgaon, and my vision to get into Franchisee India for this brand is to give that exposure pan-India to our kids whose parents really understand the importance of early childhood education. Before I start my journey, I would want to share my screen. It'll be easy for me to take you to my journey. Here you go. Okay. This is a little glimpse of my existing preschool here in Gurgaon. It's a 4-year-old preschool. The history says that we are into education from past 20 years. The Singapore International School of Bombay, which is an IB school, is opened by my father-in-law 20 years back. We under the name of Karnavati University in Ahmedabad. And now we want to continue our journey in early childhood education. Oh, let me take you to the next journey. This is me. Our vision to start a preschool with a mission is our mission is to cultivate a dynamic learning community where children are valued as competent, curious, and capable individuals. We aim to ignite a passion of lifelong learning, creative thinking, and social and emotional development, while honoring each child's unique voice, interest, and ability. We believe that the best gift a parent or facilitator can give to their child is not to be a parent. It is a big statement, I must say, or a facilitator, but to employ their young minds through joyful learning and nurturing care and freedom. Our mission is saying a lot about what we believe in our brand. So, just to tell you a little bit about me, I'm a mother of two kids, not coming from a background of educational institutions per se when it comes to my maternal side. But yes, always had that insight and curiosity to think in a different outlook. How can innovation change the mindset of people? When I was a small young child, and my I belong from a big family, a joint family, where our preschooler kids, when they were going to preschools, we used to see any preschools, they just offer a preschool where it's an institution not even designed for a young toddler, but it's just like a home around the corner in the vicinity. And henceforth, they vouch that they are doing a lot for our kids. I agree, they must be doing a lot for our young kids. But nowadays, it's not the lot, it's the quality what needs to be offered to the child. The educated parents who are around us, they know the importance of why now the preschools are coming with different pedagogies. I would like to tell you that this preschool is a Reggio Emilia certified school. A Reggio Emilia is a pedagogy. By simple language, pedagogy is how you perceive a particular learning. Like how we know that there is a CBSE, ICSE, IB. Same is for preschoolers. Preschoolers, they are little different pedagogies, be it be Montessori, be it be Playway, be it be Aurobindo, be it be Reggio for that matter. Reggio has come from Italy. This was introduced by Loris Malagazzi, who had actually invented this pedagogy look after the Second World War. It's a beautiful pedagogy where you give freedom to the child to be a child. Learn through play is what we totally believe in, and we actually breathe every day. The SIS play means stepping into success through play. Play is their actual right. That is what they're supposed to do in this age group, where the age group for SIS play is from 10 months to 4.5, 5 years old. So coming back to the PPT, I would like to emphasize on why choose SIS Play School. Coming to business, few things that you have to note, why not any other school but yet SIS Play. First, as I told you, Reggio Emilia. Reggio Emilia itself, the approach is a awarded approach. It has been followed by almost all the IB schools who knows the importance of open-ended learning programs. By open-ended learning programs, that there is no particular way of learning a particular thing or doing a particular thing. So the answer might be one, but there are different ways of taking out that answer, right? Simple example is that it is the journey that would matter for your child and not the end result. It is a totally play-based learning. There is no notebook or sheet work happening in the school. It is infant care and early learning. By infant care, we say because the schools start from 10 months and above, where the mother would be accompanying the child. It is a beautiful program called the Mother and Toddler Program here in SIS Play. Post that, once a child touches 18 months, the child is slowly and very cordially weaned off from the mother, and the child is taken individually to a class where the child would be spending with their learning the environment with the peer group kids. Post the junior play, it is our foundation play, which is technically called the pre-nursery program in the layman language, and then it follows by nursery. Once the nursery is completed here, the prospective our kids who are coming in this school is actually very aligned to an IB learning. I should not say it is an IB learning, but it is a way of learning is that they would want to understand things and not learn and just mug it up. They would want to understand a concept that would stay forever and create new things out of those learning rather than just reading, mugging it up, and just vomiting during the exams. So it's a clear this thing. Quality is assured at SIS without a doubt. Every single thing from entering to a SIS vicinity for just a trial to actually taking your just leaving the school after 4 years. Every single would mean quality. Creating an enabling environment. By enabling environment, we mean every time. So every corner of India has some kind of issue which you need to handle. So here in Gurgaon, the major 2-3 issues what we face is pollution, air quality. There are times when dengue is top notch. So all these things are taken care by keeping the environment so safe inside the school that even if the AQI is 500 above outside, the AQI inside the school would be around 100 or below that. So definitely health is the first thing that we want to stick to. And it is technically the building is made in a way that it is GREHA certified. We definitely want the environment to be safe. That is our moral responsibility, as well as making sure that our kids have the best of the facility. We actually assure to the parents that the child is actually not safe during the pollution times at your home, because your home cannot maintain a AQI below 100, whereas in our school we do, and we do have proofs for that. Teacher-child ratio, it is a SIS Prep is a very, very elite school. So we do stand by the quality, and by quality, the ratio between adult child is 4:1. Between every four kids, there will be an adult with them to take care of them. Family engagement and partnership, learning go hands in hand. It goes with the parent. Only school cannot go and flourish your child. So basically, we give them a fair learning environment and give a fair learning tips to the parents to how to enable the learning in when they take the kid to the school, home as well. So it's basically reinforcing of things what we do here is actually shared with the parent, and henceforth they follow the instructions there at their home. Professional learning community, we have a lot of learners in our panel who gives time to time, gives you the whole idea about what needs to be done at what age, what is the requirement of the child, as well as what is the requirement of the parent. How does the parent need to behave with the child when the child is almost 2? When we say terrible twos, every parent is a new parent for starter. So how to deal with those situations is what we give them the guidance. Yeah. Okay. Just a minute. Something went wrong. Okay, wait. So there you go. Yeah. I'll share the screen again once.
Yeah. So you want to play some video or you want to share the presentation?
No, I'm just sharing. It just happened that there was something which came up. Am I sharing the screen?
Yes,
now?
yes. Your screen is visible.
Okay, but I'm not able to see my own screen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, great. So state of art facility, this is one of the things we really focus on, as I would like to share that SIS Gurgaon is third world ranked preschool in India when it comes to infrastructure. We give major emphasis when it comes to infrastructure of the school, because that really plays a very important role when it comes to child's emotion quotient. So nowadays, we all know that in this century, everything is so quick, everything is so hyper. We don't want our kids to be that hyperactive. Using right color combinations, using safety at the first topmost priority. A lot of things focus on the infrastructure. So why this is one of the point we can actually vouch that why SIS Play is different than any other preschool is the state of art facility. Okay, just a minute. Okay, next. Okay, now programs, as I told you, we have 4 programs. One is mother toddler, second is the names would be changing. It's the junior play, then it's the foundation play and nursery. Once the kid is ready to go, the child is technically extremely ready to face the real world, and that would be KG. We help the parents to fill up the forms. They should be updated regarding the forms, how to fill up the form, when to fill up the form, and what way they should proceed. This is also an add-on facility that we give to the parents. The activities that we follow in our preschool is apart from our holistic development, which we are doing, these are the extra activities which we add on in our program. That is, we really focus on the public speaking program. The whole idea of SIS Play is to to make the child skillful. At this age, the only focus of our team is to build skills and not knowledge. Knowledge will definitely follow them once we build their skills, right? So public speaking is one of the things that we really focus on. By public speaking, we mean that we would want the child to share their experiences. The child should know that we are all ears to them. There is someone who is giving them importance and giving full weightage to their thought process. In general life, to be honest, guys, at home, parents just treat kids like kids. But honestly, kids are like any individual who wants respect and who wants to be heard. Open-ended learning centers, that means that learning centers that are created in SIS Play, they are open-ended. They don't have any end result. Every child would contribute in that learning center with their own thought process. And there is no answer that this is how exactly you have to do it. So that is called the Open Learning Center. Music and movement, very, very important for early childhood. Music and movement, I've actually shown, and scientists say that given the right music exposure, really helps developing child's neurons. And henceforth, that actually helps in memorizing a lot of things when they grow older. Sports, for physical development is the most important thing. We have a splash pool in a center, pottery, sandpit, outdoor kitchen, absolutely for their creativity, for kinesthetic as well as fine motor skills, cold cooking, and right brain training program. Right brain training program means it's technically generally it's our left brain which is really active. When you need to activate your right brain. And what are the activities that need to actually do to activate your right brain is what we do it in our school. Staff facilities, what all things we do in and provide in SIS Play is post 3 hours of our school, which is from 9 to 12 p.m. We all know we are in a competitive world. Parents are busy, mother, father, both. After 12 p.m., the mother and the father, they both are worried that what is my child going to do when the child is back home? Thinking that we have planned that post 12 till 12 to 3:30 or 3 p.m., we would have an extended daycare where the child would be staying in the school under supervision and giving a right learning experience to the child as well as the food. So this is one facility we serve. We have a library. It is mandatory for SIS Play schools to have a wonderful library for our kids, because actually it is a world A library itself is a beautiful world for kids to learn, to explore without even traveling to that place. So library is what we really want our parents to enroll, where the child can come and have amazing sessions, henceforth, which gives them a step forward for literacy also. So technically, the first step is to give them the exposure of library. Second is to make them really understand why it is important. And third is to make them read. So Jolly Phonics is what we follow in SIS, and slowly, steadily, the child starts reading. So yeah, in-house kitchen at our center, we have our in-house kitchen. We are a pure vegetarian school where everything is good. 70% of our vegetables are actually in-house grown as well. So it's a very healthy meal serving school. Centrally air purified building, as I've already told you, that it's a centrally air purified building as well as centrally air conditioned building. Convenient transport, we have a bus facility here and after school enrichment classes. This is again a thing which we do it in our school because the center is absolutely there for us post the school hours as well. So why not use a center with having different classes, which is the best classes happening in the vicinity. And yes, outside kids are also allowed to attend these classes. So apart from the things which I told you, there are two things what we focus on is after school enrichment center. We actually, there was a time that we called a facilitator from Bombay also, who actually took very specialist class for our kids here for 15 days. So that is also one of the part for our after school enrichment center. And camps. So we do summer camp, and this year we have introduced a winter camp as well. So actually, the whole idea is to utilize your building as well as your child's maximum capability. Educational events, we all know India is a diversified country. And henceforth, we have a lot of events going on year-round with a lot of collaborative effects of our parents, a lot of events for our parents as well. As you can see in the picture, there is Janmashtami celebration, there are sports day happening. We have a defense class for our parents during our Independence Day. So all of these things are a part of this journey. Comprehensive market positioning. There are three things that need to be focused on. First, the pricing of our preschool. So SIS Play actually stands as the most elite preschool in Gurgaon here. And the pricing is on a upper notch, targeting that. We know for the fact that there is a reason for that ask. And the reason is that now parents have started understanding the value of early childhood learning and the importance, and every detail matters to us. And those details does leave impact on our parents and our kids. And henceforth, everything counts. So position as an upper market preschool, we command high pricing compared to the local competitors. Secondly, when it comes to pricing, obviously, our pricing is taken care of because the school has to be located somewhere which is really in the elite areas of the city, because it is targeting those kind of parents as well. So this is one of the things which adds to this. Pedagogy, as I've told you, we are certified Reggio Emilia preschool. It is only SIS Prep and SIS Play, which is certified from Italy. None of the preschools or big schools have Reggio Emilia, which are certified. Also to inform you that all the IB schools do follow Reggio Emilia when it comes to their creative quotient. Services, as I have already discussed, but I would emphasize on a few things. First is the child and teacher ratio or adult ratio, which is 4:1. And it's really difficult for preschoolers to follow this ratio. Personalized attention is what we need. We all know our kids are very small, and a minute of here and there, and there's something happening. So that is why we want to keep 4:1 ratio. Safety is the paramount evidence in our meticulously designed infrastructure and child-friendly products. Tranquil environment fosters nurturing growth. Central music system aids sensory development, and air purification ensures a fresh learning atmosphere. Additionally, serving meals and transports are also available. These are the most important things where we think that we are different from any other preschool. Obviously, our value proportion would be qualified teacher providing top-notch education. When it comes to providing franchisee, what are the things that you actually look for? Like, why would you want to go for SIS Play? So there are few things that you really need to keep in your mind is now when I'm running this school here, I know for the fact that getting qualified teacher is one of the most difficult thing to do, right? Even if you get a qualified teacher, but to change their mindset is a thing that needs to be done because Reggio Emilia is different than any other pedagogy. So giving them actual regular trainings is one of the things that will be provided from SIS Play team. Quality infrastructure for fostering a conductive learning environment. Yes, when it comes to infrastructure from 0 to 100, everything would be provided and specified by SIS Play. Detailed curriculum, holistic curriculum would be shared to you, as well as training would be done according to the curriculum. And unique pedagogy and truly expectation learning environment is obviously learning. By learning environment, it means learning experiences. For us, anything that the child is doing here is an experience. That experiences would be imprinted in his or her mind, and henceforth in their learning journey. So every experience does matter to us and actually is planned very meticulously. Opportunities, the bigger opportunity why you should actually invest your money in a preschool as SIS Play, which is an elite preschool, is that I would like to read this. Early childhood care education encompasses care, health, nutrition, play, early learning within a protective and enabling environment. It is not easy to provide this everything that seamlessly. Early childhood education program ensures that your child has a strong foundation for future development in terms of better learning and improves outcomes at all education levels. The most important point at this point of time I would share is, as per the survey, the preschool market size in India has reached around US $4 billion and is slated to reach more than US $7.5 billion by 2028. And I'm really happy to know about this facts because parents are actually getting a fair idea about the importance of early childhood education. The potential is tremendous, not just for the metro cities, but even small geographically are equally potential and growth in around 20% of every year. So it's not only metro cities or cities like Gurgaon or Noida. It's actually the two-tier cities, which is they are focusing on. I would also share, I myself come from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and it is a three-tier city, I'll say. But believe me, a two-tier, three-tier city has more eagerness to learn, to grow, because they just feel that they are missing out something as because they are not in metro cities, and henceforth that eagerness, that zeal to learn is way more compared to any metros, and I can vouch for that. I am in that journey. Franchisee proposal, I would like Ashokji to take over this now. Ashokji, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, Survi. I think you have explained very well, and you have covered every aspect of the business. No, so if you look at early child education in India, it's basically uh, industry is a growing industry, and it's growing at a CAGR of 20%. So that means basically in the next 5 years, this industry is going to be like to be like 2x growth. You know, so to be a part of this growth journey, I think SIS Play, they are bringing very premium school category, and but at a premium investment. So we are a premium school, and so we cannot compare like ourselves with the other primary schools or low investment models, because our quality infrastructure, and if you look at our curriculum, these are dynamic programs, dynamic curriculum, and they keep changing on ongoing basis. So what is the basically proposal for our franchisee partners to set up SIS Play School? Basically, you require a minimum area of 6,000 square feet. So the preferred size for your property for your school is 6,000 to 8,000 square feet is the area, and your property has to be in the commercial location. A lot of schools, if you look at nowadays, they are being set up in the residential area. We don't prefer that. We want to stay away from those residential locations, because we want this property has to be a commercial property, so we don't get into any kind of hassles or challenges later under any legal compliances. No, because our investment is high. If you invest like 2 crore, 3 crore rupees on a project, and if you suddenly you get some obligations in terms of you can't run your school in residential area, then so we don't want to get into those kind of hassles. So my franchisee has to have a commercial property. If you look at the school infrastructure, that's your now. So this is again, this is a brownfield. You have a ready building. Okay, so this investment has to be considered that you have the building in place. Just you are doing your renovation, and the branding, interior design. So that is the infrastructure, school infrastructure cost, including your furniture. Uh, that furniture and equipment is classified under your fixed assets. Your infrastructure cost is 60 lakh rupees. 90 lakh rupees is for the asset cost, so that includes your equipment, furniture, classroom equipment, so that's all covers here. And your franchisee fee is 25 lakh rupees plus GST. Okay, so that translates to around 29.5 lakh rupees. So total capex for the business is 1.8 crore. And if you talk about the royalties are a 10% plus GST amount, so that translates to 11.9%. So if you look at your ROI for the next 10 years, the average ROI is 80%, and break even for your school is going to be more than like 2 years. 2 to 3 years is the break even period, right? And the contract period for this school is 10 years. So for 10 years, you don't need to pay any renewal fee. After 10 years, it's auto renewal for the franchisee, right? And based on the franchisee and the brand mutual consent. Now, what is the other obligations to the franchisee partner? He has to recruit the staff, but the training of the staff will be done by the SIS play team. Operations, yes, of course, you should have an operations manager, and training will be provided by the SIS play team again. And social media advertisement. So here again, SIS play team, they will advise you the kind of marketing material, promotions, activities that you need to do for your student acquisitions, right? And you need to do the basically local lead generation. So you need to ultimately, franchisee has the responsibility of student acquisitions. You will also get the exclusive right for your territory, for your city, but this is again between a radius of like 3 to 5 kilometers is the radius where we want. We will not allow any other school to be set up. Even at the city level, we are appointing first franchisee partner. So there is a right of refusal. If my franchisee partner wants to set up another school in their city, so we will prefer our partners to set up more units, more schools in their city. If they deny, if they don't have the capacity to run another center or school, then basically we will prefer other franchisee partners. In terms of your to running your school, you need any kind of support, your marketing support, operational support, infrastructure support, technology support. So there basically the SIS play team will handhold you and provide the complete support. Even for your school setup, you can just pay out entire upfront amount to the SIS play team, and they will set up your entire school and hand over to the franchisee partners. So that is the facility available. If my franchisee want to do themselves, like they want to do their own fit out, if they feel like they can bring a better cost optimization, then basically you need to follow the design standards set by SIS play. Right. Yes, of course, if you look at the categories or the partners that we are looking for, is we are looking for partners who have full time to devote in this business, and basically who are more focused on, who finds basically education is a very rewarding business, and education is always considered as a very respectable business, and it's also a risk-free business, right? So where basically parents, and in each city, you go anywhere in India, like in tier 2 city, tier 3 cities, their parents have a much more better paying capacity. So yes, of course, this is a very good business for husband wife if they are running the center, so they can basically save their cost for at least two staff, two teachers. That the role that they can play themselves, right? Yes, of course, this is a very attractive business for the women entrepreneurs. If you look at the education system, most of our teachers are women category, right? And women are considered to be the better teachers as compared to male teachers. So of course, some play school owners, they can associate with us, so we can SIS play. They can provide them guidance, support, basically to uplift the infrastructure, and do the better business from their existing facilities. Because for those existing facility, it basically reduces upfront investment. Yes, so real estate developers, like who are developing societies, it's a very attractive business model for them. Property owners who have their own property, they can associate with us for higher returns, and they will get basically consistent rental value for their own property for the next 10 years. This is a 10-year agreement, and it doesn't stop this business after 10 years, because you are going to renew and continue this business as long as you can. Yes, if you look at the upfront investment, yes, of course, it is a slightly higher side. So my franchisee partner, he should have enough financial bandwidth to invest in the business. Yeah. And then I think conversion franchisees, yes, of course, where like the partners or the entrepreneurs who have their own facility running some kind of training or preschool are not able to break through, they can consider this as a good opportunity, so they can convert to SIS play school and they can start this business. Yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah. So yes, of course, if you look at our rollout plan, but these are the metro cities and the state capitals we have shown in this map, but we are not limited to only these locations, right? Yes, we understand, because these state capitals will have a much larger market size, but this opportunity is also equally important for the tier 2 cities and tier 3 cities, right? So partners are welcome from any location, right? Now, so comprehensive support, yes, of course, as we discussed, like in terms of your location selection, your infrastructure development, curriculum development, your supplies for your like uh, student kits, stationaries, uniforms, books. So everything will be provided by Sysplay. Your website and online presence, that will be managed by the Sysplay. So you don't need to worry about your website development, social media handles, how you are going to take manage these platforms. So that the support is available from Sysplay. Yes, of course, you need to do your staff recruitment, but your staff recruitment, they will provide you the guidelines, what kind of staff and faculties that you need to recruit, and then basically the training will be done by the Sysplay team. Inventory guidance, so what kind of comprehensive list of required toys or study material that you need to keep, so that support will be provided. Yes, regulatory compliance, this is the role of the franchisee partner. So Sysplay, they will give you the complete support, what kind of necessary licenses required to operate a school, so they will guide, but the legal compliances has to be fulfilled by the franchisee partner. Yet, in terms of IT and system support, yes, I think Sysplay School is going to play a significant role. So they will give you the complete setup in terms of your IT and digital infrastructure support. Right. So with this, I think we will end the presentation. Yeah, and we can, Neha, we can take queries now.
Thank you, Shobji.
Thank you so much, Ashokji. Thank you, Surbhi. I would first ask Hitesh if you have any questions to take up. Then I'll take up some questions from the Q&A box. Since Hitesh is leading this brand, so I would want Hitesh to start, asking any question he would want to take on behalf of the participants.
No, at this time everything is clear. So I'll discuss to Survey directly if I have any kind of query and all.
All right. So I'll take up the questions from Q&A box. Surbhi, first of all, thank you so much for sharing so much information and download related to your brand on this webinar today. And I think the way we have explained everything, most of the things are already being cleared and covered. But to give more clarity to the participants, we will take up the questions. Guys, if you have any questions, as we are starting taking up the questions now, you can leave your question into the Q&A box. There is a question being asked by Mr. Sachin. What all support you will be providing to franchisee as a brand?
Okay, so that was the last slide answered by Ashokji, but I would like to repeat. So from the time you are partnered with us, the first step is to select your location. So you would be providing us few options, and we would be helping you which location is right or not right for you. Once the location is done, second step would be about the infrastructure development of that particular thing. Each and everything would be specified and would be given by us. You would be having your in-house team to execute it, but all the drawings, be it be furniture, everything would be provided by us. Once that is done, then the third step is facility. So right now we are actually doing a Calcutta school, and we are in the verge of opening that school. So during this, parallelly, you have to start hunting for your team, how to build your team, because it's about to get open the school. So how to build the school team. So taking all the interviews of the important roles of the people who will be there in the upcoming school. So that is actually done by my team and myself as well, be it be principal, be it be admission head, be it be few head teachers. Once that is done, then comes the role of training. Parallelly, the list of whatever things are required in the schools, curriculum, toys, do's and don'ts, operational manual, all those things are provided to you. At the same time, the website would be provided by us. The mails would be, email IDs would be provided by us. So it is basically a 360-degree solution to you. The marketing would be taken care by us. So yeah.
All right, the next question was connecting with the last line you've said about the marketing, who will take care of the marketing to get admissions done. So I think you've already answered that.
We do not give you a surety of number of admissions, but yes, quality speaks, and definitely the marketing as well as the website, all those things go parallelly hand in hand, and that is been taken care by our team.
Wonderful. One more question is there, which I would want to take up is, what is the ideal location for the school? I think this is the best question, and one should know before finalizing any location. They should know what location they need to target as per the requirement of school, and what parameters they have to keep in mind while they're looking for a location or a area to start the school. So if you can just put some light onto this.
Great. Very well, very nicely placed question. So I'll just give you a simple example. If you are a parent, where would you like to send your child? In which area would you like to send your child when it comes to elite preschool? You would want to give your child the best of the locations, right? If you are opening a high-end preschool, you cannot open in a location which is not easily accessible, or there is an issue of parking, or it's not a sound. There is no sound surrounding. हाँ घर जाएगा घर से मेरे को पिकअप करके जाएगा sorry. So the location should be a place which is like centrally located and is actually accessed by the elite class people who would want. I'll be honest, to be honest, I'm being very frank that it is a high-end preschool. The pay scale would be higher notch. So keeping that in the mind is how you should choose the location. Secondly, there are times when it is not necessary to open a school in a standalone building. There can be a building which is undervalued. It is in a nice location, but it is a commercial building. But why not? We can definitely open there as well. I hope I have answered the question.
Yes, yes, you have answered the question. Also, if you can, I mean, if you will be helping investor to finalizing the locations also. I mean, do we have anybody from real estate who can help in terms of finalizing or closing the location?
Yes, definitely. The options would be coming by the franchisor,
Okay.
but we would be the one who would be taking the decision that which location is the right location for our upcoming school.
Perfect, perfect, wonderful. Thank you so much. I think that's all for now. And you have wonderfully briefed everything. Each and every information you have shared with our participants are going to help them in understanding the brand in detail. So thanks a lot for your time, and wish you good luck for this wonderful brand. For the success. And guys, we try to answer all your questions in this webinar, and I hope the answers which we have provided to you, the details which we have provided to you related to brand are going to help you. Any last message you want to convey?
Yeah, I was about to say, Neha,
Yeah.
that last thing I would want to express is that why is this school different from any other preschool, right? So I would say in simple words, it's the mindset that you need to change. And it is actually shifting. People, I can see a lot of parents shifting their mindset, a lot of them. So it is the mindset for the franchisee holder also to shift that, why not a elite preschool? Because nowadays we see all across how well versed big schools are coming, right? When you are ready to send your child to the best of the big schools, why not a preschool? So I would say it's the journey matters, not the end result. You're at this point of time when our kids are like literally little, we would want to give the best of the facilities because they are literally like very, very soft and sensitive kids. So give them the best of the learning journey. That's what I can say is would make us different from any other preschool.
Yeah, I think greatly explained, wonderfully said. This is very important to change the mindset and the way we or the parents plan to send their children to good school or big schools. They should plan to send their children to a good play school also. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Surbi, for your time. And I hope that you will have a wonderful day ahead. Guys, you can reach out to us on our hotline number, which is
Thank you so much.
97176838. Thank you. 3838. You can also write us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Hitesh is going to reach out to you for one-to-one discussion post this webinar within today and tomorrow to take the conversation forward. Today, once again, we are coming up at 3 p.m. for all of you to share a business opportunity with Total Clean, commercial cleaning specialist. It's an international brand, and they are offering unit and master franchisee opportunity today at sharp 3 p.m. I have already shared the registration link into the chat window. You can click on the link and you can get yourself registered and join us today at 3 p.m. to explore this business opportunity. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. I hope that you will all have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks. Thank you, Ashokji. Thank you, Hitesh.
Thank you, Neha.
Thank you.